If you're a person na may utang ka, nagpautang ka, or may bala ka mangutang, this video is for you. You should watch. What's the D, sis? So, it's been quite a while that I have last vlogged. If you're a person na may utang ka, nagpautang ka, or may bala ka mangutang, this video is for you. You should watch. The big D, or what is a D that has been going around in and out of everybody's bags and has been severing ties with different kinds of relationships like friendships, colleague relationships, or even family ties. Yikes. This is the big D. Debt. So this big D in Tagalog is you, ikaw, char lang. It means utang. So we're going to talk about, in this very short vlog, the definition, the good, the bad, and the most important part is how to get out of it fast and effectively. Basically, this video is quite overdue. It's been quite a while since I have last vlog, so I really feel indebted, or na-feel ko din na utang ko tong vlog na to para sa inyo. So actually, I'm not gonna give any excuses, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna do it. So debt in definition, or debt by definition, is borrowed money. Borrowed meaning may plano kang ibalik. So ano ba yung elements when you're borrowing money? Ano yung things to consider? First is the principal amount. So of course, magkano yung hiniram mo, yung initial money na mapupunta sa'yo. Second is if there's interest involved, or part na itataas nila dun sa amount ng money, principal money, especially if this is from an institution. And lastly, yung term. How long are you going to pay it for? And ano yung promise na time na you're going to pay it for? Borrowing money, of course, if there is a borrower, there is a giver, there are two parties in this transaction. So usually, it could be peer-to-peer or friend-to-friend. It could be family-to-family. And for bigger purchases, of course, it's from a person and an institution. An institution being an example na banks or bangko, co-op, cooperatives, or lending corporation. So, sila talaga yung merong nilalagay na mga interest sa mga utang natin. In itself, let me get this cleared out, panghihiram ng pera is not a bad thing. Sometimes we do get in that situation, especially if the need is very dire and emergency na talaga siya, na hindi na makaya ng emergency fund natin sa sobrang emergency niya, diba? Sobrang redundant naman. Pero yun nga, we do get stuck in that kind of situation sometimes. And in itself, it's not bad. There are actually different sides to debt. The good, the bad, and the I don't know. So, ano ba yung good? Kailan siya nagiging good? Ay, good pala yung mangutang. It becomes good if the intention is for financial gain in its simplest sense. So, ang ibig sabihin pala nun, nagiging good siya if may return or meron ka nakukuha from it. In example, nanghiram ka ng pera sa bangko or sa family mo because you're starting out a business. Di ba yun naman talaga yun usually? Actually, I observed quite a lot of people who started out businesses or online shops during this pandemic, and it's not bad. And if in case actually na yung hiniram yung pera is nabalik nyo and you're gaining from that moving forward, that is a form of very good debt. Kasi in that sense, naging fuel lang siya for you to go in the right direction. So that is a good debt. Another example of good debt naman, besides from starting your own business, is when you're using it as mortgage or nangutang ka ng pera from the bank, let's say, for you to purchase a property. This property, let's say a house, has 5 rooms. And in those 5 rooms, 3 lang yung tinirahan mo, may 2 kang pinarenta. So, yung 2 rooms na yon are able to pay off for the loan or the borrowed money and the interest. So, it's self-sufficient, but the ownership or the property itself is yours. So, that is a form of very good debt as well. So, it really just plays out on how you are going to use the money para maging good siya or para maging good or bad siya. So, what then is bad debt? Ano yung bad debt? Guys, any type of debt na wala kang planong bayaran is a form of bad debt. Actually, because I also have a lot of experiences when it comes to lending out people money, and it most often than not doesn't really end quite well because I'm not the type of person. Siguro, hindi lang ako yun. But I don't feel that comfortable when it comes to the fact na ako yung kailangan maghabol or kailangan maningil. Ba't ganon? Ako yung hiniraman, ako yung nawalan. Bakit ako pa yung maghahabol? Charot. Pero bitaw, talaga, some people or most often than not, Filipinos don't feel quite comfortable when it comes to paniningil or getting the money back that was borrowed from them. Especially, meron ako example, yung friend ko na her cousin had been borrowing money from her quite a few times. And hindi pa nga nabayaran yung initial niya na utang na naman. So, given na, pinsan niya nga, medyo uncomfortable siya maningil. And that is something that everyone else can relate to. Kasi ako din ganun. Nahihiya ako maningil. Hindi ko din alam bakit. Pero I learned how to overcome that by the fact na sometimes hindi ko na lang hinahabol talaga. But I don't give that person another chance to do that to me again. You learn from that. It becomes a bad debt if it doesn't have any benefits for you financially or value-wise. In example, nanghiram ka ng pera sa kaibigan mo kasi gusto mong bumili ng bagong shoes. Hindi mo naman kailangan kasi may shoes ka pa, pero trip mo lang talaga tong sapatos na to. Okay, let's say na nabili mo nga yung shoes na yon. But do you really gain anything from it besides satisfaction from getting those pair of shoes? Wala kang nag-gain financially. You just look cool. Manghihiram ka pa ng pera in order for you just to look cool, just to look aesthetic or whatever bang term ng mga tao dyan. But because you're using someone else's money for your own benefit. Hindi mo kine-credit yung hard work and time and effort that they put in for them to earn that money only for you to splurge into something else. Hindi ka nagre-reward sa sarili mo. You're punishing the other person. Ang unfair nun. So next time that you're going to borrow money from them or anyone else, try to think of that. Try to think of the hard work and the time and the effort that they put in just so that they could earn money. And I'm quite sure they didn't earn that money in order for you to borrow it from them. Let that sink in. With that fact na gusto nga nila makatulong, pinahiram ka ng pera, whatever, have the decency naman to pay off whenever it is promised. Or have the decency naman na hindi na kayo kailangan habulin. Or if hindi nyo talaga kayang bayaran pa, magsabi kayo.
Kasi may sigaw, galit ka?
It's just communication. So, communication is key to everything. So, yun lang naman, yung 2 cents ko. And, also, I just want to clear this out. I don't have anything against rewarding oneself materialistically because I also just if you could observe, I just moved into a new apartment and I designed it the way that I liked it, and I bought things and I rewarded myself for my hard work for the previous months, and I don't have anything against that. But there's a caveat. If it entails you or if it gets you to borrow someone else's money just so you could buy stuff that you would like, that is not healthy for you. One of the, siguro two of the most important currencies besides money is keeping your word, integrity, and second is trust. Those are priceless. So just absorb that. So with that said, natakal na natin ano yung debt, ano yung good debt, ano yung bad debt. How do we get out of debt fast and efficient? Ano ba yung mga techniques on how to handle debt and how to deal with them efficiently? So if in case na you have one debt or single debt lang, the best way to pay it off if it has interest is to pay as soon as possible. Because if you do the math, or ako kasi usually para ma-turn off ako sa mga prices ng mga interest rates, especially if sa cars, no? Kino-compute ko yung whole thing. Like for example, ano lang naman pala, 20,000 a month lang naman pala for let's say 5 years or ilan ba usually yung years? Like 10 years, 20 years, ganun. Pero pag minimultiply mo siya, umaabot siya ng times 2 or times 3 from the original price of the car. So, I put that in mind na if I'm going to buy a car, might as well buy it na entirely na agad, pay off mo na agad. Kasi yung car naman, hindi naman siya nag-appreciate ng value, not unless modified. So, it's not really, like, siguro personal opinion ko, it's not that good of an investment, or hindi siya, if hindi pa siya necessary. So, yun. The best way to pay it off is to pay it agad. So, like for example, nag-borrow ka ng 10,000 pesos and then per month, you have 10% interest para madali lang yung math. 10% ng 10,000 is 1,000. So, the next month, naging 11,000 na siya. Pero nag-decide ka na babayaran mo muna is yung interest na 1,000 kasi yun yung minimum. Yung utang mo, 10,000 pa rin. Yung principal mo, 10,000 pa rin. So, forever and ever, kung interest lang yung babayaran mo, hindi mauubos yung utang mo. So, what you should do is like this. You pay off the 10,000 principal plus the interest as soon as possible. Or, you pay off the interest plus above the minimum. So, let's say 10,000. May 1,000 ka na interest but you're paying off, let's say, 2,000 per month. So, liliit at liliit yun. And you're basically going to pay it off after a few months. So, yun. Second is, what if naman you have multiple debts or marami kang utang? Like, may utang ka sa friend mo na 5,000 pesos and then may utang ka sa bank na 10,000 and then may utang ka na naman sa co-op na 20,000 pesos. So, what you should do is to use the snowball approach or the snowball technique when it comes to paying off debts. It basically says na you pay off all of the minimum for those three, but you pay above minimum of the debt na smallest first. So, as stated kanina, 5,000. Uunahin mo lahat, bayaran yung minimum ka for the first month, but then babayaran mo una yung 5,000. And then after, si 10,000, then yung pinakamalaki mong utang. Because, if uunahin mo kasi i-pay above minimum yung pinakamalaki mong debt, yes, nabayaran siya, but nandun pa rin yung maliliit mong utang. It's still better to get your debt out of the window one by one para at least isa na lang yung iisipin mo, diba? So, I hope that is very understandable. It's quite easy to get para sa mga, para sa inyo, may mga utang. So, tama na nga. With this, I would also like to express my gratitude and I just want to say thank you for having, I have been, facing a lot of challenges for the previous months, and I still want to thank all of those people who have been with me through and through, and I appreciate everyone who are with me right now. And also, I'm going to give a quick giveaway for the end of this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube video and YouTube channel, and like, comment, share this video in Facebook as well. I'm going to do a giveaway. Just do a quick sharing on ano yung pinaka-memorable na experience mo when it comes to debts, and comment it down below. Tag 2 people and share this video as well, because I'm going to pick 3 people na bibigyan ko ng 500 pesos via GCash lang, and then ira-raffle draw ko lang, and check ko of course if nakapasok doon sa ating criteria. Mag-e-end yung ating giveaway after 1 week of the postage of this video, and that's just that. Gusto ko lang mag-give back sa mga tao because I haven't been quite there for quite some time, and pwede nyo i-tag yung mga tao na may utang sa inyo. But yes, so thank you so much for watching this, guys. I hope that you have a great day. Bye!